Entei is going to be in the Shadow Raids each and every weekend throughout the month of April. So we're going to go over the counter guide to make sure you know exactly how to take down Entei, exactly what it's going to take, the 100% IVs, and everything you need to know about Shadow Entei in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go! So if you guys are not aware, Entei in the Shadow form and the Shiny Shadow form is in raid battles for the entire month of April, only on the weekend. So make sure to take advantage of Entei when you have the capability to. And not only that, guys, we're going to go over the counter guide today, but tomorrow we're also going to go over the best of the best to show you where does Shadow Entei sit in Pokemon Go, and is it worth your time, energy, and effort to really go after this Pokemon, or should you put your resources elsewhere? So let's get into all the details. This Pokemon is going to be an all fire type Pokemon, which means it is going to be weak to water, ground, rock, and that's it. Okay, so it only has 3 different weaknesses, all right? So make sure to use one of those. Obviously, we're going to go over everything that we need to here, which is actually, from a PvP perspective, pretty impressive. We will talk about that tomorrow, where does it sit? But if you think about it, only being weak to 3 things is a really good place to be, especially for just one type Pokemon. As far as its movesets, it gets Fire Fang and Fire Spin. And as far as its charge moves, it's going to get Flamethrower, Iron Head, Flame Charge, Fire Blast, Overheat, and then it also gets the newer ground move of Scorching Sand. So it does get 2 off-brand moves, which if you are looking at some of the Pokemon that we're facing, Rock is going to be the weakest of the 3 of them because of the potential to go up against Iron Head, which will be effective against it, and also Scorching Sands, which will be effective against it as well. And the 100% IVs, everybody needs to know 1984 is the level 20. So yes, you are going to see a lot of the Pokemon in the 1800s, and that is not going to be good. It has to be at least around, I would say, 1950, 55 to start being, well, a purifiable hundo, and then to go up from there. And then if it is in sunny weather, like it is here in Southern California, it is going to be 2480 at level 25 weather boosted. And obviously the shiny is out. So as far as how many trainers you're going to need is going to be 2.63 trainers to take it down with level 40 counters. Is it doable? I don't think so, guys. Level 50, you can bump that up. You can even play in rainy weather and use the Primal Kyogre or some of the top counters and take it down pretty fast, but it is a challenging Pokemon in itself, just because it's in the Shadow form, and then you also have to use your shards to be able to subdue it, and if you don't subdue it, it is enraged, and that makes it even stronger, so going after it with a minimal amount of people is not really opportune. The other weekend, if you guys do want to see our raid video up here, we were taking it down with, I believe it was 7 people consistently, and it was relatively easy. We were efficient with it. We were all in parties. Make sure to party up because that does help out tremendously in taking this Pokemon down faster. That damage boost in the 2x for the specials is very impactful. All right, so which Pokemon do you use for this Pokemon to be able to get it? Well, number 1, I would highly suggest you guys use Primal Groudon, because you are going to be able to get the boosted, returned XL Candy, and then also you can use Ground to go after this Pokemon and exploit one of its weaknesses. But if you're looking to take it down the fastest, a very close first is going to be Primal Kyogre with the Origin Pulse, but the Primal Groudon, like I said, is the better option. Hopefully you have it at Mega Level 3, or I guess Primal Level 3 in this situation, because you're going to optimize both things, and then also it's going to boost Grass as well, so it's a really good 2 for the price of 1, especially when going after Kartana and Entei when they were both in raids, and even when Tapu Bulu comes out, guys, it works in that situation too, because it does boost XL Candies coming from Grass as well, because it covers all sunny conditions, which is Fire, Ground, and Grass. And the next 2 spots is going to be Mega Swampert with Hydro Cannon, and then spot number 4 is going to be the Mega Garchomp, if you guys do want to do that, and that will be with Earth Power. So either of those you can choose. I give you the best, but if you don't want to use one of those and you don't have a Mega Level 3 at that, any Fire Mega Level 3 will work, which includes Blaziken, Charizard, or Houndoom. So there you go, and now let's continue on with the counters. In spot 5, we're going to have Shadow Kyogre. In spot 6, we're going to have Shadow Groudon. In spot 7, Shadow Rhyperior, all ground moves. In spot 8, we're going to have Mega Diancie. In spot 9, Mega Blastoise. In spot number 10, we're getting Mega Rayquaza, because, man, that Pokemon is just so strong with Dragon Ascent. It obviously makes its way into most of these counter guides without it even being a weak point in some of these counters. In spot 11, we have Shadow Garchomp. In spot 12, we have Shadow Swampert. In spot 13, we're going to have Mega Gyarados. In spot 14, we're going to have the Shadow Rampardos. I would suggest against the Shadow Rampardos guys here because this Shadow Rampardos is extremely glassy and it's something that makes it very challenging. Then we have Mega Tyranitar and Mega Aerodactyl, and then we are going to the Therian form of the Landorus with Sandsear Storm, and in spot 18 we're getting the regular Kyogre. And then in spot 24, if you're looking for a budget counter, the Rhyperior with Rock Wrecker is going to handle it here, okay? So Rock Wrecker is the Comday move, so it will need an Elite TM. And then we also have the Tyrantrum in spot 25 with Meteor Beam, which is pretty impressive. So as far as weather conditions for this Pokemon, guys, sunny weather will obviously boost it all the way to level 25. Sunny weather will also boost our ground counters going against it, so that is something to look out for. If you're looking to go other ways, rainy weather will boost all of our water type counters, which is effective, and partly cloudy will boost all of our rock types. But as far as Entei, the most synchronistic weather condition would be for Primal Groudon in sunny weather to catch level 25 Entei in Pokemon Go. So there you guys go, there you have it. Let me know in the comments below if you plan to do some Entei raids. I enjoy this Pokemon, I think it's so cool. But tomorrow's video is gonna help you understand how good is it in Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for being here as always. Love and appreciate you to all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscribe to Epic to X level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.